everyone. Ashoka season finale just happened last night, and after watching this show, I could see some people are getting really mad at this show. Some people will be like okay, and some people will be like, oh, I love the show. It depends on where you are coming from. That means I don't think, or should I say, not enough people actually care about the show, because the show never got that much viewership from the audience. I think the initial viewership for this show was quite high. Since then, I was seeing the Nielsen report on this show. Not enough people actually watch this show. So I don't know how Dave Filoni, he's thinking he will be getting season 2 for this show, because this show, the way it left the cliffhanger, I don't know if even enough people will care about that what will happen next with Ahsoka and Sabine. Will they get out of this planet? Who will care about that? That means this show, it's named Ahsoka. You barely get Ahsoka in this show. Although I personally really enjoyed this episode, because I thought some of the scene in this episode I felt quite emotional overall. Some of the fight scene quite exciting. Of course, they showed us this stormtrooper, they're turning into zombie. That scene was I thought it was cool. Same time, I don't know how it will fit into wider Star Wars universe. Then again, I'm just talking about this series. So the show called Ahsoka, you barely see her. You barely know anything about her. That means that we do get some character, I guess, development in this episode. So that is why probably I'm gonna give higher rating to this episode, because I guess and overall this episode was was good. Like, it wasn't though, like, some people will not like this episode, but I thought overall it was okay episode. Like, I really liked some of the scene this episode has, like all the talk about lightsaber. I like that. And also I really like how Hu Yang, he was explaining the relationship between the master and the apprentice. I thought that was very interesting idea, because the teacher and the student, it's so deep in this I guess universe, in a Star Wars universe. So I like that scene a lot. I thought Sabine in this episode, she wasn't so annoying, I guess. And Ezra, he went home. So I guess that was the whole show was about, I guess, that Ezra reaching his home. And although this actor, I don't know why he has one eye blue. So that was like, this actor is good. It's just that he didn't do anything. He just went home, I guess. Although he does have some, like, he did do some cool stuff with Ahsoka in this episode that I enjoyed a lot. Also, I really like, I guess, all the reference about Anakin. And at end of this episode, we see his ghost, which was quite interesting. That means like we can see him in the future movies. I think this idea is very good. And I might not be like other reviewer praising this to the 5-star, because I see a lot of show on Netflix and here and there. As this show, like show itself, where so many show out there, this show actually didn't bring anything new to the table, except all this Anakin scene. The truth is, and all the Anakin scene with Ahsoka was really cool. I wish the whole show was about that. The whole show was a relationship about, master and his apprentice. Why can I say this word? You get the idea, the master and the student. Why it couldn't be about that? Because all the scene Anakin had with Ahsoka was so good, honestly. These are the things I guess people will talk about it. Just because of those scenes, I cannot give the show high rating, because those are not enough in the show to save the show. I don't know what Dave Filoni is thinking. He will be getting season 2? I don't think so, buddy. I don't think enough people have watched the show. Neither enough people didn't watch Andor. After watching this show, I think Andor is not worth checking either, although I really like a Star Wars Rogue, but I don't know. Will I be watching season 2 of Ahsoka? I could have watched that show, but the thing is, we don't even get enough Ahsoka. That is the other sad thing. I know a lot of people will like this, stormtrooper, they're turning into zombie. Those scenes were cool and the right timing. October is the Halloween month. Can you imagine someone is watching this show later in the year? You will be like, whoa, how is this? They're just turned into zombie. Although I like all the witch storyline. Overall, I'll say this episode, it was okay. It was actually better than other episode, but it's not good enough to say the whole show was quite exciting, because it wasn't. It wasn't that exciting. But still I'm glad I checked it out, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this series. If you enjoyed this review, don't share other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.